Ascent Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Global Capitalism, Its Fall and Rise in the 20th Century, and Its Stumbles in the 21st, by Jeffry A. Frieden. Narrated by Gary Noon. Forward by Paul Kennedy. Of all the ways in which the 20th century makes its claim to a special place in history, few can equal in importance the enormous transformation of economic life. Were a farmer in Illinois or a peasant in Bangalore, both struggling to make ends meet around 1900, brought back to our planet today, he would be astounded at its transformation. The massive increases in productivity and wealth, the mind-boggling new technologies, and the improvements in material comforts would have made him speechless. Astonished though he would be, he would not, of course, have guessed at the many convulsions and setbacks that had occurred to the world economy in the 100-year interval. Recording that tale is the task that Professor Jeffry A. Frieden sets himself, with insight and poise and vast learning, in Global Capitalism. This work has a powerful theme that runs through, thus helping the reader to make sense of the whole. This is not your standard economic history textbook, though it surely will be used in many classes. That theme is captured well in the subtle combination of the title and subtitle of Professor Frieden's book, Fall and Rise, and Global Capitalism. At the core lie the creative gales of modern world capitalism, to borrow Joseph Schumpeter's famous phrase. Already by the late 19th century, those gales were blowing across the globe, creating new structures of production, trade, and finance, and battering their predecessors into the ground. They coexisted with contemporary forces of nationalism and militarism that were in their way equally rampant and pervasive. This was an explosive mix, producing in turn the death and destruction of World War I and the calamitous economic and political reverberations of the succeeding 2 decades. It is hard to suggest a single part of Professor Frieden's impressive book for special attention, but it seems to me that his discussion of political economies between the 2 world wars is really wonderful. Here he shows how troubled the capitalist system of free markets and laissez-faire had become, not simply because of its failure to provide sufficient wealth and jobs, but also because of the reactions against liberal capitalism in the political realm. With the USSR pushing for socialism in one country, the fascist states practicing a mixture of economic.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?